here's a plugin that I have not installed in like days of me getting it, and I keep on forgetting about it. And it's called Notes. It's by Future Audio Workshop. Full disclosure, they gave me a license or whatnot. So, you know, if this happens to make it to a video or whatever, then yeah, you know that. So you don't have to say that I'm scamming you or anything. He scammed me. Scam? Highly doubt it, but more likely affiliate linked up. And yeah. This is hold up, so that we get the right impression. So if I was to sum up Notes, think of Scalar on steroids. Scalar with great sounds and great melodics and shit like that. We're gonna get a playthrough. You already know the vibes. I'm on the MPK Mini, and I'm gonna be in FL Studio like always. So one thing I can say, there hasn't been any good plugins out in a while, dog. And thank God they came true. On one button. One freaking button. Think of Scalar 2, 1, 2, 3 wrapped up in one on steroids. Just to give people an idea of what Notes is, bruh. So I already said like Scalar on steroids or whatever, man. We're looking at the UI and stuff. The UI is fire. Of course, you get plugin like presets and stuff like that. There's a crap ton of presets. What this is surprising because it's not what most people think. You might think it's like a synthesizer. No, nigga, this is a sampler. This shit right here is a sampler, bruh. You can switch out, and I need to unlock this so that everything will be cool. But you get different progressions per preset. And when I tell you, bro, this is a treat, it is a treat. And that's some lo-fi shit right there. The other things that you could do, you can roll in and out effects, dial them in. And that has more so to do with the sound designing aspect of it. So you can pick out sounds like, let's say, I don't want the DX7, I want some synth pluck. And then if I want to use some other textures and the UI, the way that, man, homie over there, Gavin stepped his whole entire game up when it came to his plugin design. He did this in Juice, I believe, but this ain't just Juice. This is Juice in Blender, like 3D modeling, all kinds of stuff, bro. His code is clean. Then, you know, you have all the basic modulation and mix and stuff like that. And, you know, you could just really get the most out of your sound. So if you want to add reverb or take away reverb, change up the EQ, you can change up the EQ. You can sweep the EQ in many different ways, mid frequency. I wonder if you can, and I wouldn't be surprised. Yes, you could set macros up in this joint and then put the macros on your keyboard. Of course, you know, you can do that on the MPK. I'm not going to waste my time with it. I don't know if you can assign maybe you can. I think you can. So assigning modulation, is that possible to a specific parameter if I'm messing with just an LFO? I'm looking. This is where I'm probably the most confused. There is way more to this plugin too, by the way. I'm just over here. Oh yeah, you can do favorites and shit, bro. So I did have an idea, but I don't forget. Whoa, what the? Oh, you can hear like a bass note. All right, so like let's just say, let's add some plucks. So I found a potential bug. I think there's a bug between when you start it off, it takes it out of that mode or whatever. That's annoying. Definitely needs to be fixed and looked at. So my thing about Notes plugin, it's very good. It has a vast library. I didn't even dive into just adding one shots of your own or whatever, but you can add your own one shots. But there's a huge library of stuff. It's kind of typical of Future Audio Workshop with all their plugins or whatever. They always update the plugin massively and adding stuff with the library, and it's easy to make custom presets. It's kind of the appeal of it. Well, I like it a lot because it reminds me of the vibes that I used to get from Electra in its heyday. I'm not saying that Electra still isn't good or anything. I'm just saying that it gives me the thrilling of that, and its simplicity. $40, which someone told me in the chat, and that's amazing if that's the case. In lab, which is in beta, so that means that it probably doesn't work. You can go over here and it says chord sampler, drop an audio file and we'll find a chord or whatever. So let's go ahead and do that. Well, let's get evil then. Let's try something from MXX Audio. Try another file. You can drag and drop your samples over, but you get what you get is the progression. So that's why I had the error. So in theory, if I was to try another file, let's see this, and you know, it's going through its little data analysis type shit. So it's not that you're sampling or dragging and dropping a one shot over, it's dragging and dropping a whole entire progression, and you sample it in, and you can add these chords down here. You know what I'm gonna do? So that means I can find something that I like the chords. I mean, in theory, this is doing what Scalar does. So if you're one of the Scalar guys moving over here, but this has a different appeal than Scalar, but this is cool. So it extracts stuff. How do you play this all the way through? I think you have to do Alt. I hate the AI that snitches. Why would you hate the AI that snitches? I'm all for it. That in itself is a mystery that is unsolved, because that, well, yes, it's $40. It's $40. It took 20 years to get to the end of the freaking thing. So in theory, what you could do is just sample, like you have someone play, and then you just take the recording. You just sit in front of the, like somebody like, man, you play the piano good as hell, dog. Let me record your shit, dog. Let me record your shit. And then they don't know. Little do they know. I can see someone being mad as hell talking about some, man, he stole my chords, man. That's pretty cool though.